So we all need to be on the lookout this tax season for scammers trying to steal our tax refunds. Local financial professional David Strzeski from Sound Planning Group here to talk about ways to protect your identity and your refund. Two very big things. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Pleasure's mine.
So when we talk about, tax ID theft
Right.
and, having our returns stolen, how big of a problem is this really?
You know, the IRS caught about 600,000 fraudulent requests last year.
Oh my gosh.
Still means that hundreds of thousands are going through. So it's a big deal. It's becoming more of an epidemic. And trust me, if you've ever been a victim of this, you recognize the time commitment that it takes just to get the stuff straightened out. It's a big deal.
I have known friends and coworkers that have dealt with this, and it is. I mean, it is just one thing after another of trying to undo the damage.
That's right.
So really, what can we do to protect ourselves so that we don't have to deal with this?
Well, the first thing that we want to do is we want to file as soon as we possibly can. See, if you get your correct filing in first, then the bad guys that are coming in with a second filing trying to steal your return, they're not going to be, it'll get red flagged and it won't actually go through. So there's a lot of people right now at the end of this tax period, they're trying to say, hey, should I extend my taxes beyond April 15th?
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah, so the goal, get it done by April 15, if not sooner, because then that's going to eliminate this whole thing in general.
Okay, I'm a little bit worried about some folks at home who are going, I think I might be one of these victims. I mean, what are some, kind of weird things that you need to be on the lookout for? And what happens if you are?
Well, one of the things to be on the lookout for like red flags, I got a telephone call a couple of years ago and someone claiming to be the IRS. Very disturbing, when you're a law-abiding citizen who wants to do the right thing. And so a lot of people fall victim to this stuff. A couple things to know. Number one, the IRS is not going to call you. They're going to send something by mail, okay, if there's deficiencies or weird things that are going on.
And they're not going to email you either.
Or text you. Okay,
Yeah.
but yet people fall into this often. And so, as far as red flags go, that's really the part that we want to be paying attention to there.
Okay.
Yeah. So another tip would be understanding our withholdings. And so with the passing of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act here, a lot of people have not sat down and reviewed their withholdings and what they're actually keeping or whatever, and they say, hey, I'm okay with a bigger check back at the end of the year. That's actually not the most efficient way to be doing your tax. It'd be better for you to have control of that money, driving it to savings, et cetera, throughout the year.
Long.
Right. Also, I wrote a book called Tax Advantage Planning for folks that are interested, your viewers. 7 major changes to the tax system, as well as the 7 tax advantage strategies and things that we should be doing now to be putting money back into our pocket. The single greatest opportunity in our lifetimes is upon us right now to reduce or eliminate taxes in retirement.
Oh.
And so that information is available at our website, which is myretirement.tips.
Oh, myretirement.tips.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, because I got to admit, when I go to change my withholdings, I get a little overwhelmed, and I don't know what to do next, and I know I need to change them. It can be so overwhelming that you're kind of, I avoid. If I don't understand, I just avoid it, and I try not to think about it. But that's not really the best way to go about things.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, when people say that, what if I have been scammed or think that I've been scammed? What should I do? I always joke, you should hold your breath, put your head in the sand, and let a lot of time go by. Okay, that's the exact opposite of what we want to do.
What you want to do.
Right?
Yeah.
What we want to do is we want to sit down and we want to contact the IRS fraud department, your local police department, document every single thing that we possibly can, because you're going to need to be able to answer a lot of questions as it relates to that stuff.
Wishing you all a safe, scam-free tax season.
That's right.
David, thank you so much. We love
Pleasure's
having
mine.
you here. Appreciate it.